Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and welcome to day 17 of 30 Days Lost in Space. Today, we have no extra stuff to do. It's all software and coding. Well, not even coding, decoding. We're presented with a code to solve in this issue, in this day. So let's go across to the video and watch the first bit, and we'll go from there.
Well, Explorer, look at the fine mess we're in today. You see, our control system decided to play hide and seek and is doing a rather commendable job, I must admit. To cut to the chase, it's locked down, and the key encrypted. Isn't that just splendid? Ugh, you thought navigating a foreign planet was challenging? Try cracking an encrypted key. You're not just an explorer now. No, you're a cryptographer. It's like being a detective, but with more numbers and less coffee. Don't you go frowning on me now. Remember, we've tackled worse, and this encrypted key is just another riddle waiting to be solved. Think of it as a particularly vexing Sudoku puzzle, except instead of being rewarded with self-satisfaction, you win control over a spaceship. A fair trade-off, I'd say. So, what do you say? Ready to break some codes and take some names? I have faith in you, dear explorer. It's just a minor setback, a pesky pebble on our path back home. Now, let's get cracking, shall we? All right, explorer. We'll be giving the hardware tinkering a breather and diving straight into the deep sea of code. Don your metaphorical goggles and prepare to embark on a numerical endeavor. Now, before we dive into the murky waters of decryption, let's make sure we understand the basic concept that we're dealing with here. And that, my dear explorer, is encryption. Encryption is the art of turning information into a jumble of nonsense that only someone with the right key can unlock and understand. Let's put it under our analytical magnifying glass, shall we? Think of it like secret languages you might have come up with as a kid. Take the Caesar cipher, for instance, a type of substitution cipher. Each letter in your message is replaced by a letter with a fixed number of positions down the alphabet. So, with a shift of 1, A would be replaced by B would become C, and so on. This shift value is called the key. Encryption keys are everywhere in computer systems. The one you've used most is called public key encryption, which uses a pair of keys, a public key and a private one. If you've sent email to someone, you've used public key encryption. The public key is your email address, but your private key is your account password. Only you know that. Except for when you share it with your friends so they can watch movies without paying for 2 accounts. So, what do you say? Let's dig in and see if we can crack this encryption.
Okay, so the code that we have to decode is here. It's rubbish. It doesn't make 29 Wurtel. Yeah, Wurtel 6. Well, I would assume this is going to be 30 days lost in space. So we could just decode it manually by figuring out how many digits each letter has to transpose by to fit into the be correct. But they have, in fact, given us some help in the form of a link to a website which does the Caesar cipher. So, what we're going to do is quite easily, I'm just going to copy that first piece, the 29 Wutter, just to make that easy. I shall paste that into there, and we shall brute force decrypt it. So basically, it goes through, there we go, every possible transposition. Obviously, 1. Plus 1 is just adding 1 to it. And add 2, add 3, or go backwards as well. You could go forwards or backwards. It doesn't make any difference. Forwards 15 is basically the same as backwards 11. So yeah, that's what we've got. Now, that one's right, but it's not right because the numbers aren't right. So you can set it so to shift the digits as well. So we can set that to whatever we think. 19 is the top one, which seems to be the only one that's correct there. So we'll leave that 19. We'll do that and we'll decrypt it using that. So there we go. Yes, we've got it's gone forwards and backwards of that. So forwards 19 gives us 30 days lost in space, which is exactly what we need. So what I'll do, I'll grab all of that text. I shall copy all of that text into there, and we'll use that to decrypt it. And this is what we get back out: 30 days lost in space, day 17, and then it gives us dodgy code there. Learn more at inventor.io. If it doesn't compile, make sure you properly include numeric digits, which I did. So let me then grab. I can't grab all of that. I can grab that. Can I? There we go. Copy. I think that's copied the output. I hope that's copied the output. So let me put that into our code. Let's go to the code window. The code window at the moment contains the wrong version, which won't compile. So let's grab all that and paste on top what should be the answer. That's not our hero display validation data. It looks like we've got some of it, but we've also got some rubbish down there as well. Looks like some of these remarks have gone strange. Oh, this is the back 19 half. So we can get rid of the back 19 half because that's just wrong. So now that looks like text. We'll get rid of the first bit because we don't want that. We do just want the start of the... Oh, well, that's just saying it's encoded as well, so that's okay. Don't need that. Right. I think that's okay. I think I just deleted the right bit. No, I deleted the wrong bit. So let's chuck it all in again. Again, I'll get rid of the bottom half that's rubbish and just leave it at that. Or do I have to get rid of the first bit? Because that's not part of the code. So let's delete that as well. Let's try that. That has in fact compiled. So that's worked. Let's have a look through the code first and see what happens before I send it to the board. It's got, including that and the display, setting up the clock pin and the DIO pin. So this is validation data. There we go. Validation data. Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's saying something about 27. But I don't know all the rest of that. So we're going to have to send it to the board and figure out what that means. So let's send it to the board and we'll see what that changes to when it stops doing what it was doing yesterday. 23, 353, 1688, 23, 353, 1688. There's obviously some code and numbers that we're going to need probably tomorrow because we haven't needed them today. Let me just have a quick flick through. Yeah, that's all it says. Complete and continue. So, yeah, they are the numbers. We've got some numbers there. 23, 353, and 1688. I'll make a note of those because otherwise I might not know them when we can't use them tomorrow, I assume. There's got to be some reason they've given us these numbers. So, there we go. Why does it say 27 on there? If it doesn't say 27. I don't know. But there we go. That's that. We've cracked the code. We've got code working from it being encoded. We've decoded it. We're code breakers now. So that's that. Let me see. I'll make a note of that and we'll see what we're going to do with it tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining me on this day. I shall see you tomorrow for day 18. Where the surface seems so much closer. We get new things to add on to that. I've just checked. So new components. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you for more tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.